We're in Microsoft Visio 2016. Let's take a look at how we can create a basic network. Let's go to File and go ahead and type in Network under Search, and it's going to find us several different network options. Let's go ahead and choose the first one, although you can choose any one you want and try them all out. And if we choose this lower left one, it will already create a bunch of different options for us for what a basic network looks like. We also have the same option if we choose the upper right one as well, but we're going to create one from scratch. Let's go ahead and click on that and choose Create. On the left-hand side, we see all the different icons we can pick from. We've got network and peripherals, and we've got computers and monitors. Now, if it doesn't have what we want in here, we can also do a search as well. Let's go ahead and click on Network and Peripherals, and we're going to put in what is the backbone to all different networks, and that is the core switch. And here we are, switch, and we'll put it right in dead center. We can see the lines line up in the middle, and at the top, horizontal and vertical, to tell us we are right in the middle. So everything branches off of a switch, and that's because most networks are what's called a star pattern. And a star pattern basically is everything connects ultimately to the switch. In the old days, we'll say back in the early 90s and prior to that, we had a ring network where we had what was called a backbone cable go all the way around the office, and all the devices would use a vampire tap to tap into this big thick cable. But now we don't do that. We mostly work with switches, and we're going to go ahead and add some additional icons to this. So let's go ahead and choose to add a firewall because we need to get out to the internet. So we'll go ahead and do that. Many of us have network printers, so we can go ahead and put in a printer. And if you have an office, you probably have a firewall separate from your modem. Now, if you're working in a smaller office or a home, then your modem and your firewall are all in one. But in most businesses, you've got a modem that comes in from your ISP, and then it'll connect into your firewall. All right, let's see what else we need to have here. If we scroll up, we'll see servers. Let's go ahead and choose to add a server. A lot of offices have those. And let's go to where it says computer and monitors, and we're going to go ahead and add a PC. Now, you may have a lot of PCs, so sometimes what we'll do is we'll put sort of several PCs together like in a group, and that'll basically mean you've got a lot of PCs. It doesn't necessarily mean just 3. We need one more thing before we tie all these together, and that is the Internet Cloud. So we'll just go ahead and type in cloud. There we go. And we'll just drag that right out there. And it's a little bit bigger than the other one, so let's go ahead and shrink it down. So we'll use the upper right-hand corner, use the left mouse, and drag it inward. And now we have the cloud. All right, let's tie these all together using our connector. So we go to the top where it says the Home tab and click on Connector. And then from there, we're going to branch out to all these different devices and connect them to our core switch. So we can go ahead and just left-click and drag from one to the other. Oop, there we go. And then we'll do from our computer. And then we'll go from the firewall to the modem, and the modem to the Internet Cloud. So there they are, all connected together. Now let's go ahead and put in our text. So we need to say what each of these things are. So we'll click on the text, again in the Home tab, and we're going to put things in such as firewall. And we'll do one here for modem. And we'll put in over in the cloud, we'll just say Internet ISP for Internet Service Provider. And then over here, we'll put in switch, server, network printer. And we'll put in PCs. All right, so there we have the various different things If we hold down the control button and then use our scroll mouse, we can make this larger or smaller. All right, so now we need IP addresses, because after we have all these devices labeled, we don't know how to communicate with them. Now, the PCs are basically all DHCP, meaning they get an IP address automatically. So we'll just put in DHCP for automatic. And then the switch, we'll go ahead and give that an IP address, and we'll say it is 192.168.0.1. Then we'll give our firewall an IP address, and we'll say it's 192.168.0.254. Now again, you can have anything you want here. I'm just putting in IP addresses I've used in the past. Let's choose our server as .2, and our network printer is .3. Now for our DHCP, we're going to say it's a scope of 192.168.100 through 200. So that way we know the PCs are going to be in that range in case we want to assign another static IP. Now the firewall also is going to have a second IP address because there's two networks on it, an inside and an outside. So let's go ahead and put an outside address, and I'm just going to put in a fake address here saying it's 1111. So we've created our basic network. We've added labels, we've added IP addresses, and we've connected them all together. Now you can go ahead and save the document. We'll just choose File, we can choose Save As, and then we can put it wherever it is that we want. And then once we put it in there, we can just call this Basic Network. Now you can save this many different ways. If you save it as a Visio drawing, then it can only be opened with Visio. If you hit the drop down, and then you can also save it as other things. Now I definitely recommend you save it as a Visio drawing at least once, because that way you can go back in and edit it. If you save it as other things, you can't necessarily edit them. So if we go down and save it as a PDF, for instance, it creates a read-only file. So let's go ahead and click Save. And then it should open it up, and there it is. Now it's saved as a PDF, which is great. You can go ahead and email this off. It's not very large, works great. However, you may not want to have it as a PDF. Maybe you want to save it as a picture. So again, we'll just go ahead and choose this PC. We'll choose desktop, and we'll choose, go to the bottom here, and we'll choose, say, a PNG file. And we'll go ahead and click the options here that we want, the type of color. We can choose interlace, non-interlace, and you can go ahead and save those both ways and see which way you like better. We can also rotate it if we want and change the resolution. Let's go ahead and click OK. And when we open it up, you can see it looks radically different than a PDF does. But it is a picture, and you can go ahead and send that in an email. You can also upload it to a web page. So that's how we create a basic network diagram in Visio 2016 and save it to various different formats.